get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the D. Let me tell you how I made her leave with me.
Hi guys, it's Cybernic the Hedgehog. Today's video is a rant on guess who? The Nintendo fanboys, on very specific individuals actually. Today we will rant on Dr. 81, Arlo, and finally we will rant on Nintendo Life. This rant is unbiased, and it is fully based on facts. Nothing has been invented in this rant. Time to start the rant by the way. So Dr. 81 is one of the worst Nintendrone ever. That's also why he comes first. There's nothing special to say about his channel. Half of the videos are rants, and the other half are uninteresting bullshit. Dr. 81 defends the Nintendo products at all cost. We can't simply say in front of him, I think Nintendo is bad without getting dissed, or getting ranted on. This idiot also appeared a lot of times on Blackburn's channel. He was literally being mocked on. Also the thing that is the most notable is that Blackburn finished Zelda Breath of the Wild first and Dr. 81 was still nearly the beginning of the game with 4 hearts. He appears to be incredibly bad at Zelda or extremely slow. The thing that actually pisses me off with this Nintendrone is that he is an incredible hypocrite. Not only you can see that on his posts, but he also thinks the Nintendo fan base is barely bad and threats the haters quotation marks as immature 6 years old. Yet he doesn't know that most people who play Mario are not always above 8. Now, let's talk about cringe-worthy stuff he said. He claims that many games will be on the Switch. Just look up things such as GTA 5 Switch. His video should be listed. He claims that GTA 5 will be on the fucking Switch, yet Rockstar might be developing at the time the new GTA 6 because why not? I legitimately looked it up, and there's absolutely no fact whatsoever that GTA 5 was planned at all for the damn Switch. He claims Bayonetta will be on the Switch. Well, I cannot say he's wrong, because for that one I didn't look it up. But if a game is popular he will eventually claim that the developers made a special release for the Switch. I tell you one fact buddy, it has been said countless times that the Switch is too weak to handle most games. So it makes that Nintendo doesn't have a lot of third-party companies to back them up. Even though the amount of third-party developers increased, it's still not a reason to spread bullshit that only deep retards will believe. Finally, he also compares that garbage of Switch to other and more powerful consoles such as the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. Man, even a fucking PlayStation 3 is more powerful than that cheap crap. In conclusion, Dr. 81 is an hypocritical bastard of Nintendrone who doesn't respect opinions and who worships his god and savior Nintendo. He spread fake news that he invented and make bullshit rants on Nintendo haters quotation marks because they don't believe that Nintendo is as great as what he thinks. He will never play any game if those games don't come out on a Nintendo product. For example, he will probably never play Horizon, never play Persona 5, and never play Mortal Kombat of course, because they will never come out in any Nintendo system. And even with those things he still pretends he has a better opinion than everyone else. Now, Arlo is a YouTuber who doesn't show his face, but he uses Arlo, a puppet, to make videos. The problem with that individual is especially his fanbase. They believe anything he says, and they also take whatever he says as facts. Yet he is barely right on anything. He tried to make a positive review of the other consoles and products during the E3 of 2017, but he clearly had troubles to say anything more relevant than, I like the graphics and the trailer. He pretty much said absolutely nothing about the other products. I know he likes Nintendo a lot more, but damn, try to say something else than just what you said about the game. He is overall an optimistic guy over Nintendo, in fact so optimistic that he sounds kinda biased toward Nintendo, like Dr. 81. He defends Nintendo a lot, probably not too much, and unlike the other cunt, he doesn't make rants. He also sometimes care about the other companies, but I rarely see any non-Nintendo themed topics on his channel. He literally talks like never about the PlayStation and those bucks, and he rarely talks about actual gaming news. He only talks about Nintendo stuff. I'm sorry, but he is not a general gaming channel to the slightest. When I say he's very optimistic to the point of being a fanboys, that any move Nintendo do is good, it's never bad. He made a video where he said I fucking verse was a good idea. He said the 2DS was a good idea. It is literally the most hated handheld Nintendo ever made, and finally last, but not least, he made a sentimental goodbye video for the Wii. It's just a damn console that's not your girlfriend. Now I mentioned I fucking verse. Does everyone know how terrible was that website? Literally nothing worked. The website had the worst moderation of humankind. In second place we can put Roblox forums, and third place would be scratch.com. I'm not kidding, the moderation is terrible. The website has a broken as shit security. No one wonders why it got hacked so many times. And by the time Nintendo kept making it worse and worse. If you think this website was a good idea, I'm sorry, but you aren't right, and as I said earlier, you are barely right on anything. He also tried the Mii creator on his puppet, which is kind of pointless, because it doesn't have human facial expressions, which confuses the Wii U. In conclusion, Arlo is a bad reviewer. He is also too much of a Nintendo enthusiast, but he is nearly a fanboy due to the fact that he cares too much about Nintendo and nothing else. Based on his uploads, he somehow keeps wanking Nintendo by congratulating any of their moves, even though it is objectively bad. As I said, he said Damverse was a good idea. He's honestly not worth the time. If you watch his videos, please go subscribe to someone who actually deserves it. Now here comes a last victim, if I can say so. Nintendo Life. Nintendo Life is a reviewer, a critic, and overall an enthusiast and a news network for gamers, mostly for Nintendo fanboys. His fan base is the exact same as Arlo. Once he says anything, it is immediately considered as a fact, and if you dare to disagree, beware of the wrath of his fan base. The first thing to note is that he has a bias for Nintendo. He badly review any game that haven't been made by Nintendo, like for example he wouldn't review Call of Duty or Starbound properly. I will try to actually find both videos if he made a review on both games, but if he did, I bet it is biased and crap. I actually witnessed his mediocre reviewing on Sonic Forces. You know, the game nobody except him owns, lol. He first said modern Sonic is too fast. Seriously, go back to play Bot War Mario 3D World if you want slowness. Sonic is supposed to be fast, man. Also, it's kind of rare to be fast in that game, since the two only ways to gain boost energy is by killing the robots or by getting wisps. You are just nitpicking the game. Now you said the first level is too easy. What the hell, Dumbus? That's the first level. This isn't the 1980 anymore where the first level is fucking difficult as all hell. Nintendo Life also starts complaining at some point about how the resolution was. He was probably playing on the Nintendo Switch, since Forces will play at 30 FPS on it, and you know how much of a disaster this piece of shit was. I don't understand people who defend it. But now, let's see his biggest sin during that one unique review. He first says Generations and Colors are great games and Colors is how you make a great Sonic game, but then says Forces is bad. Forces is being developed by the same people who made Colors and Generations, and the game plays like Colors and Generations. And you go on and say the wisps aren't good in Colors, which you go on and say it's how you make a good Sonic game. His review literally made no sense. I swear guys, I really wanted to focus on his other reviews, but he mostly review Nintendo games, and as I said, he only badly review games that haven't been by fucking Nintendo. In conclusion, he is biased toward Nintendo, badly review games that haven't been made by Nintendo, and pretty much all the other games get low scores from this guy. How ironic. Thanks for watching my rant and see you later. Feel free to share my video, more people should be aware of what's going on here. Bye.